halfway into the intro. But for the beginning of this leak is showing Star and Marco leaping from Miss Heinous and Gemini's car off into the next dimension before they get captured. In this scene, Star and Marco are in Romulus' dimension and Marco looks inside the crystal Eclipse is trapped in. That is when Star and Marco jump up and go face to face with Toffee, who is still controlling Ludo's body along with his minions, and Glossaric, who is now possessed. Before the end of the theme song and visuals, Star shoots Toffee with a number of spells mixed into one, while Marco is making sure to keep his guard up. Connecting to that is the final shot where there is the blood moon in the sky and Jana is laying on the ground with her phone, along with Star, who jumps down and waits for the others. Marco comes in with his cape waving in the air along with Kelly, who has her sword. Then Ponyhead and Tom fly in separately before Star finally shoots the screen with her wand and then the logo comes on. Now let's talk about Miss Heinous and Gemini and about what could their purpose be for Season 3. I have a feeling they will be separate antagonists aside from Toffee. I also have a feeling that Ratsiticore will have regenerated his body before the season is over and he will be another antagonist towards Star, Marco, and the rest of their group. Now there is another theory that Miss Heinous, Gemini, and Ratsiticore could later on be helpers of Toffee and team up to defeat Star. But nobody knows just yet, and these are only theories. Since Eclipse was shown in the intro, she is likely to break out. She could have a number of purposes in this season, but let's start with the first. The first being, once she breaks out, she could be another antagonist separate from Miss Heinous, Gemini, Ratsiticore and Toffee. But like I said, for the first three I have talked about in this video's theories, Eclipse could team up with the other antagonists and put an end to Star. This one isn't as likely since Star is Eclipse's granddaughter. Aside from all this, Eclipse may team up with Star and the High Commission along with the Butterfly family if broken free. Now my final theory is she could just go against both sides and try to defeat both of them, which in my opinion sounds more likely than the others I have theorized. Second to last, let's talk about Glossaric. Glossaric wasn't shown in the episode Starcrushed, because supposedly Ludo, or should I say Toffee, doesn't know the whereabouts of him. Now for what's going to happen to him in Season 3 is still unknown. But I have a few ideas theorizing of what is going to happen to him. First is him faking being possessed to lay low and work on figuring out a way to defeat Toffee or communicate Star and tell her what to do. Another is he is still not possessed since he is the strongest being in the universe but is now against the Butterfly family on his own choice. My final idea is he is actually possessed and is going to help Toffee defeat Star by no choice. For my final theory is, what's the blood moon doing in the end of the theme song? Well, there are a few reasons it could be there. 1. It could be there since Star and Marco are finally together and happy with their souls bonded forever. 2. Is Marco will stay with Jackie and never or won't for this season have true romantic feelings for Star. Or Marco is over Jackie, but things between Star and Marco are complicated for them to be together. Now I have one more idea, and before I say anything else, I would like Star and Marco together, but I also don't mind if Marco and Jackie are the end deal instead. But the reason I'm saying this because the blood moon is just there for show in the theme song and doesn't have actually any purpose if Marco and Star end up together or if Marco stays with Jackie. But anyways, thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications if you haven't already. Like this video and share it with your friends and family to help spread the word. Finally, comment down below your opinion and thoughts on this video. Thanks again everyone, and peace out.